Anyone familiar with Georgia football knows people go crazy for it and clear their schedules for Friday nights. But why should all the boys have the fun?
It's been nearly a decade since Georgia has lost to South Carolina at home. If South Carolina wants to reverse that trend, they'll have to battle this crowd and the number 3 team in the country between the hedges.
I almost hit a cameraman with one of my throws.
Heads up!
Not ideal.
What do they feed y'all at Wayne County?
A whole lot of chicken.
A whole lot of chicken. I gotta get on that diet too. I gotta pack on some pounds.
Got to be a little bit crazy to step in front of these shots, right?
He was not seen on the Eagles sideline all season, and now we know why. A WSAV investigation reveals Georgia Southern women's soccer coach Josh Moffitt was fired mid-season due to sexual harassment complaints. Georgia Southern without its starting quarterback to start fall camp. Shy Wertz was arrested Wednesday during a traffic stop, and police say they found cocaine residue on the hood of his car. So here's the deal. Ambuck Park, operated by Chatham County, can host league and tournament games. You can't do that right across the highway at Paulson Park. It's run by the city of Savannah, which has different COVID-19 restrictions. But somehow, through all the ups and downs, Metter High has maintained perfection and now sit 1 win away from a state title game. This time last year, the Georgia Southern athletic facilities were closed, the stands were empty, and the college athletes were uncertain about their future. Now, Georgia Southern football comes into this year's spring season with a little more clarity.
Fast forward 1 year later, they're walking off the field on the wrong side of a 23-16 loss to Liberty in the Cure Bowl. Dude told me he wanted 1,000 yards this year. It'll be 2,000 after he's done with it. A run like this certainly helps. My dad always tells me you gotta dance with the woman you brought. So, you gotta give it back to Markel Brown. He makes guys look very foolish out there. Rakim White, just one of those guys that can't be guarded at points. You just got mossed. Find you a running back that sells out like Abdul Ara. Truck stick. Put the kid in Madden already, man. Sean Cooley slings it. Comes down from orbit into Joel Osteen's hands. No, not that Joel Osteen, but he's preaching the good word of the long bomb early. Markel Brown, Kid Quell showing off the stick-em on his gloves. Look at that. Dude has skill for days. He's pushed out of bounds. The equipment team is really going to love Justin Thomas. He is untouched, galloping through that Yellow Jackets defense. Not a stain on his jersey as he puts 6 more points on the board. All of a sudden, the offense starts slowing down, though. Davin Widener finds nowhere to go. He's dropped like a bad habit, no doubt. One of my favorite moments of the night, though, Christian Johnson Hall comes over to me and says, if I make a big play, put me on the news. Well, Mr. Johnson Hall, congratulations. You made it, man. Recovers this fumble. It's 8 in the morning. I haven't even stepped on the ice yet. This is a little more intense than the lacrosse pads growing up. And I'm already sweating.
Do this thing.
Just a day in the life of a hockey goalie. Except I can't skate and have never stopped a shot in my life.
Got to be a little bit crazy to step in front of these shots, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're literally signing up to get pucks or balls ripped at you, so I don't know who wants to do that or if it really makes sense, but not for me.
That's a great thing to hear right before I step on the ice. I appreciate that.
So how do you muster up the courage to face these shots?
Don't be scared of the puck. You're pretty much covered head to toe in gear, so I think anything that comes at you is going to hit pads.
I took that advice.
All right.
And promptly forgot it.
First 4 shots, my eyes will be closed.
And what do you know?
Oh, man.
It didn't go well.
That go in?
Yes. Yes, it did. Eventually, you get the hang of it. But don't get too confident.
Guaranteed save. Right here, guaranteed save.
Because Team Georgia will humble you. Real quick.
I got that.
Growing up playing hockey, I think that everybody knows that a goalie is a difficult job.
Forget saving a shot. Staying upright is the first challenge.
Jesus, take the wheel.
I'm out of breath. Take it away. How do you think I did?
You held your ground. Yeah, you held your ground. I think you saved about 30% of the shots.
Think I got any shot at making the team? I mean, my eligibility's gone, but in an alternate universe.
Yeah.
He's being nice.
With or without me, Team Georgia is going for a three-peat at the Savannah Hockey Classic.
Oh, God!
I won't be in goal, so probably a couple more saves from Team Georgia's end. But for now, in Savannah, a very tired Connor DelPrete, WSAV News.
Every day,
Tell me when you're ready.
Austin Wegman serenades his neighbors in Guyton. From his favorite spot on the porch.
It's me loving music, and it's not even just trumpet. I love all music. That's all I do. I don't even listen to actual TV. I play music all day.
His passion carries over to the way he learns these songs.
Because I just memorize everything I play. I don't read music while I play at all.
He memorizes Not for fun, but out of necessity.
People can say whatever they want, when they want, however they want, and it doesn't bother me because I'm fine with what I am.
Blind since 4 years old, Wegman struggled to find hobbies that met his needs. Then, he picked up the trumpet.
It was a godsend. It really was.
Mom watched as her son made his way up the band ranks, from accelerated music class at South Effingham High to the marching band on Friday nights.
Once Austin started band is when he found himself, really.
His journey with the Mustangs band brought him to Grayson Stadium 2 years ago. Austin couldn't see the circus that was the Savannah Bananas, but the energy was enough to get him hooked on his next goal.
And just being in the band will be fun because I'm all about playing, and the energies always seem good whenever I've heard them before.
The outside world could see his talent. But the night before Banana Band auditions, Austin still had doubts.
And his dad just told him, son, you're never going to get anything if you don't try. And so it's opportunities like this to explain to him, that if you really, really want something, you have to work for it.
Nerves out the window, Austin gave it his all Saturday morning. When asked if he had any special talents, the sophomore kept it light.
I'm pretty good at playing with my eyes closed.
All jokes aside, Austin had a message for other kids in his situation who may be discouraged by the odds or what others say.
Use that as motivation to prove that you can do it.
A 15-year-old who proves a diagnosis doesn't determine who you are. It's enough to make any mom proud.
He's mastered the art of rejection, but he never gives up. How can you not be proud? When he doesn't let anything deter him. It doesn't matter what it is. If he wants to do it, he's going to figure out a way.
Fall camp starts out on a sour note.
Adversity is going to happen. There's going to be bumps in the road.
A big bump in the road for Georgia Southern football.
Good. Pop, pop. Quick feet.
Star quarterback Shai Wertz and defensive end Quan Griffin both arrested leading up to the first day of practice. Wertz, coming off a near flawless season, was pulled over in Saluda, South Carolina, charged with speeding and misdemeanor possession of cocaine after officers reportedly found residue on the hood of his car. Law enforcement arrested Griffin in Florida. He's facing 8 charges, including aggravated battery and burglary.
Anytime things happen like this, it's definitely gonna hurt and bother you and all that kind of stuff. But again, young people, and we got to look into it and see what happens.
As the first practice of the 2019 season wrapped up, teammates struck the same tune.
We just want to keep him in our prayers, just hit him up, make sure everything good.
He did talk to us about it, but we're here to support. No matter what, we're here to support. It's a brotherhood here, and that's what we're going to stand on.
Those are brothers through anything, through thick and thin. When the good times come, when the bad times come, it's going to be my brothers regardless. I love them, and we're just going to support them through anything.
Coach Lunsford suspended both Wertz and Griffin indefinitely. Fans will have to wait until the law takes its course to see how long these suspensions last. Until the decision comes, the Eagles are focused on the guys they do have for 2019.
And I think our guys understand that, hey, it's either a next man up or it's, become closer as a football team and continue to bond.
When she steps into the batter's box, Eagle Nation knows what they're going to get. A preseason all-Sun Belt selection with a great bat and a whole lot of hustle. This year, someone
Go get that.
is making her run that much faster.
Now that he's back in the stands, I'm feeling like a sigh of relief.
Good pitch, good pitch.
Posted up in the left field bleachers is Micaiah Freeman's dad, Marvin. Soaking it all in, COVID-19 cut what was supposed to be his daughter's final season short. The NCAA granted her an extra year of eligibility, so she's back, dedicating senior year round 2 to her dad.
She knows I didn't get a chance to see this, so she's doing it partly for her, but and partly for me, and so that makes me happy.
He's been at just about every one of her games growing up.
Come on, Kai.
That is until last year, when the medicine he took for a heart transplant caused serious kidney failure.
I was having seizures at the time, so I wasn't able to trust myself to get out here.
Softball took a back seat, and suddenly Micaiah was the one making trips to see her dad.
So when he wasn't able, it was like, kind of like a little shock to me. I mean, 2 years, he really didn't get to see me play.
Oh my goodness.
Marvin has certainly won this battle. He's still waiting for a new kidney.
Get there, safe.
But healthy enough to call Eagle Field his second home once again.
I think he was able to, you know, fight and continue to fight because of me and my sister.
This weekend marked his first game back in Statesboro.
I'm in the middle of the game, not supposed to wave, but I'm like sitting there, I'm like, hey.
Marvin still has his list of pointers for after the game. And now more than ever, Micaiah welcomes those tips. She's just thankful to have her #1 fan back.
It was cold a couple of days ago. Like, he could be, you know, sitting in the car or sitting in the house, but no, like, he's ready to be out here. So I think that just kind of shows the person he is, and the person he is why I'm the person I am, and why the person my sister is. Like, we feed off of my dad.